Hello, welcome to the Internet Come Forth Meet the Author Session Live. My name is Internet Smith and I am your author. Remember to get your books, get your books, get your books. People, some of them are on sale at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Google, Apple iTunes, Walmart.com, Target.com, Books A Million, Kobo, Indigo, and Tails. All of them come in paperback and digital versions. Get your copies today. We reading from the Internet Comfort Book Series, Volume 1, 2, and 3. We are currently in Volume number 2, titled The Death of a Girl from age 12 to 16, and the topic is teen pregnancy. Teen pregnancy. That is what we're talking about. This is Chapter 2 that I will be reading from, and it is titled My Plot in Effect. My Plot in Effect. This is June and July 1988. Excuse me. It says, school is out, praise the Lord. I was hanging clothes on the line. That's right. In the summer, we wash your clothes. You put them on the line to dry, except your underwear. You will hang them in the garage on the clothesline. The 24-year-old master key to my plan walked up to me and said, hey, when are we going to get together? We've been talking for months now. Let me just tell you, he is super fine. He is not tall. He's yellow with hazel brown eyes that change colors. When I see him, I just got weak in my knees. I promise you, lust had totally kicked in. Even if I didn't get pregnant or kicked out of my mother's house, I got to sleep with him. He was just too darn fine to pass up. So I smiled and said, soon, real soon. Tell your brother to set up a date with my cousin and tell her to bring me with her so we can double date. The plan was in effect now. 1 week passed and sure enough, that Thursday night we were double dating. Now my cousin didn't think too much about it because she knew I was a virgin and only 12. So she was trying to get her groove on. They took us to Chicago to the drive-in and got something to eat. We held hands. I told him, let's take it slow. He agreed. But I really was scared. I didn't know anything about dating, let alone a 24-year-old man I would be with for hours, nothing like on the phone. Even though he was fine as May wine and I wanted him, I didn't have a clue how to go about making this happen. I survived the first day, and now I was questioning my cousins. I really asked this guy. I really like this guy. What do I do? They both said, girl, you only 12. He's 24. He is a grown man. He's gonna want to have sex with you. What are you gonna do then? I'm like, well, do it hurt? My first cousin said, you are not about to start having sex at 12, girl. You not old enough for sex. Do you know how much you will change? I got upset and said, y'all doing it. You not grown. If you don't tell me about sex, I'll tell y'all mamas what y'all be doing, what y'all really be doing on those dates. You will never leave a house again. Yes, I blackmailed them. I know. I'm very deceitful and evil. So the talking and teaching began from one of my cousins because my other cousin said no and she meant it. Tell your mother she already know she was having sex and she only had 1 more year at home. Put her out. But instead we all started dating the brothers. Yes, 3 cousins, 3 brothers dating. This plot was turning out better than I thought, and I was all smiles. My cousin told me how to French kiss and how to make his penis get hard. She said, just watch me on the next day and you will know how to kiss him. One of them said, I almost always use a condom. I said, a what? She said, a condom, and she pulled one out of her purse to show me. The guys put this on their penis to keep you from getting pregnant. I said, oh, I seen those in my dad's store. I get some of them. They began to tell me how to lift my legs up and wrap them around their waist and what happened when I'm having an orgasm. What? I asked. They said, when you come, girl, they laughed. I told you, you don't know what you're getting into. So I said, don't laugh. Okay, tell me, do it hurt? My one cousin yelled, no. It feels good, girl. But they hit that, when they hit that spot and make you come, you feel like you're on cloud 13. I'm like, really? What? She said, it's the best feeling, and you don't let him be fine, or you walk like, wait a minute. It's the best feeling. And don't let him be fine and you like him a lot. It really feels good. I said, okay, that's enough information. I think I'm good. They said, you got to do it. But my other cousin said, don't you do it, Tuki. I am telling you. We had family cookouts and all of the other cousins was there. I heard two more of my girl cousins talking about having boyfriends and sex while their parents were at work. I thought, I am the only virgin in this family. How can everybody have boyfriends and sex before me, and I'm in the most advanced child in the family? Advanced by my standards because I am self-sufficient. I was at a loss for words. I couldn't believe I was left behind, and no one ever thought to tell me. They said, well, you always want to talk about church and helping people and taking care of people. That's why we don't tell you nothing about sex or boys. You don't talk about it. I'm like, y'all know who my parents are, crazy, crazy, crazy. So I began to tell all kinds of things. I began to get all kinds of ideas from my cousin that were shocking me to my strength, to my system. I had no idea all this was involved in having sex, and none of them were pregnant or had a child. What? They had multiple sex partners. This was too much for even me to conceive. For the next few weeks, I went on multiple dates with my cousins and the 24-year-old, maybe 3 with him, and the other dates were my cousins dating other guys besides the brothers. I'm amazed, excited, because they are like, you better pay attention, girl. I even started to hang out with my other cousins who were far more advanced than me, and they showed me a thing or two. I thought, I'm ready, real ready, now to lose my virginity. This more about the excitement and putting to practice all that I have learned and seeing these last few weeks. I was pumped up and ready to get laid. And they said that's slang for ready to have sex. I learned that from my cousins too. I was cutting back on my weekends at my dad's house because I had to get this plan together. He got upset, but my cousin was helping. Wait a minute. But my cousin was having a sleepover this weekend and the next weekend. Here I go with another lie for my father. I even missed my summer trip to Mississippi this year because I was determined to make this plot work. I didn't consider how my grandmother, aunts, uncles, cousins might feel about my not coming to stay the summer. And to be truthful, I really could care less. I had 2 goals in mind. Well, 1 goal in mind. And that was to get laid by this fine 24-year-old man that I was lusting after and dreaming about. And I'm going to end the chapter right there. Remember to get your books, get your books, get your books, people. We are in the Red Internet Comfort Book Series, volume number 2, titled The Death of a Girl from Childhood to Motherhood. And the topic is teen pregnancy, okay? Teen pregnancy. So remember, until we meet again, God gets the glory and I tell the story. Goodbye.